and welcome to the long-awaited 2020 edition of 100% Garbage Views. I am your host, Seaweezy, and my co-host, as always.
See Tipsy.
Exactly. And, we're staying inside because of the coronavirus, but Hearthstone still has mountains of garbage to wade through, and your loyal reviewers are here to do it for you. So, first up, the biggest news. The biggest news, in my opinion, is actually the buffing of a bunch of cards, but we won't worry about that. The second biggest news is a whole new class.
Yeehaw.
And it seems like the design goal of this class is that they can do anything and everything.
Kind of like Demon Hunters in the actual game.
Yeah, so it's really matching that Demon Hunter flavor. I don't think their full basic set has been revealed, so this is only their expansion cards. But we're going to review them anyway. And the first up is a nasty beatdown card, the Crimson Sigil Runner.
This is... I mean, if we compare this to a tier 1 played in every deck card in the Librarian, this is at least as powerful.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're different, right? One of them deals damage and always draws the card. This one doesn't always draw the card, but doesn't deal damage. So it's better in aggressive mirrors. 1 mana for 2 power that replaces itself is just... I mean, they don't make 1-drops this good anymore, so it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, I don't understand. So if you don't know what Outcast is, it has to be on the left or right of your hand. I always thought it was weird in Hearthstone that you can't manipulate your hand to be how you want. And I guess this is why, because they had Outcast coming in. They knew from day one that...
Now, it would be a really great mechanic if you could sort your hand around.
I agree. All right, next up, we have their control card. Arcane Explosion? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so this is the most powerful possible way you could make a small AoE.
Yeah.
So it owns death rattles that make X1s. It doubles with spell power, and it's 2 damage to minions for 2 damage, 2 mana. This is as strong as you could ever make a card like this, and it's absurd.
Yeah, like for an example, Volcanic Potion, which was played, was 3 mana to deal 2. And this is...
but like in a way less good way.
Yeah,
it one twice. That's absurdly better.
Yeah. Like if they have Divine Shield, it gets through it. It's just incredible.
That card should cost 3, not 2. That's a mistake. I'm telling you right now. Here's the thing. We're gonna see so many of these cards are OP that they can't all be played because they're all like ridiculous. But this one is overpowered, like for sure.
If you're gonna play control deck, in it goes. And then just the 2/2.
Yeah, it's just a throwaway design. Nothing to say. I'm not gonna waste any time reviewing it. They didn't spend any time designing it.
And then we have Arcane Intellect. That cost 3? Nah,
it costs 2 now.
Like these Outcast cards, you think, oh no, I can't always Outcast them. I think you're always going to.
I think the thing is, you don't need the 1-drop, you're hoping you can Outcast it right away. But this one, you don't. It can be the last card. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you don't need it right away. So it's just absurd. It's just this card is also overpowered.
Yeah. Now we have the Ashton Battlelord. He is great. Taz Dingo is
getting the bingo.
Yeah, Taz bingoed.
So making a 3/5 taunt for 4 is
pretty
almost
bad.
Good enough to be played. It's like almost there because 3 is the number you need. And then 5 life is also the number you need. It's just like vanilla wouldn't quite be good enough because there's so much value in the game. But then you make life steal, like, oh, this is easily playable. I mean, it's not OP. I don't hate it, but it is like it goes right in that deck with the immolating aura for sure.
Yeah, if it ever heals you for 6, like that's it. It's so nasty. The Fell Summoner has very funny stats.
Yeah, I don't
but I think I think it's pretty duty. But that 8 attack in the 8/3 is very funny. So the Furious Felfin.
This card's absurd because what everyone needs to remember is for some reason Demon Hunter's hero power only costs 1. Yay!
Why does it only cost 1? It's unbelievable. Mage costs 2.
Don't get me wrong. Obviously, this hero power is worse than the hero powers that cost 2. But the amount of things they're building that synergize with the hero power makes the fact that it costs 1 crazy. So this is a 3 mana 4/2 rush that battle cries to let your hero get +1 attack this turn. At worst, that's the worst this card is.
Which is really nasty.
That's insane.
Ugh. We got the imprison. Now we have the new.
Oh my god! Oh, this fucking thing! What even is going on with this?
Okay, the new Hearthstone completely original.
Suspend question mark?
Completely original mechanic. Listen. I'll have you shut up right now. All right, it is not suspend. There's there is no comparison between this and suspend from Magic the Gathering. All right.
You're right.
All right. That's what I like to say. So this is our first mechanic, the brand new mechanic. It's suspend for 2. I mean, dormant for 2 turns. Holy moly.
And when it comes out of being dormant, you win the game. Okay.
So I will say it is sleepy when it wakes up. So it can't attack right away.
Which is a total fail, and Magic did it right.
Yep. That doesn't really make any sense. But this guy, holy moly, deal 10 to everything. Or deal 10 split. Like, oh my god. Yeah,
I mean, this is just one of the most overstated cards ever.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, you're gonna pay the tempo loss or whatever. Like, who cares?
I mean, you also gotta figure. So this is enemy, not minions. So like, if you play this, then the turn before it pops, you do a board clear to like kill their shit. Like, it could just dome them for 10.
Yeah, like God. Yeah, seems insane. Next up, we have the Quillfane Warlord, who's also insane. I don't.
Absurd.
This is like I feel stupid looking at it.
So you could put it this way: ignoring the one weird thing with taunt, because taunt makes this not quite this card, but you could look at this almost, aside from taunt, as an 8 mana 5/9 taunt that battle cries deal 9 damage to a minion. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Also, they managed to put 3 keywords on this card in a way that is kind of like, I can imagine this being a little confusing for a new player.
But it's just why you don't have to. You're paying so little. What was Primordial Drake? 8 mana 4/8, deal 2 to all minions. Damn, he was nasty.
Not in today's world.
No, not in today's world. I got 2 of these in my deck. Man,
this thing would kill Primordial Drake cleanly and then still be around.
Which is horrifying. Like, how are you going to play against this in arena? Like, it's just Demon Hunter. You're just not going to play?
No, there is no arena anymore because these cards are so absurd that it's just a matter of who lotteried more of these absurd cards.
Yeah. They get put into the very highest bucket. You can pick this or like Dr. Doom. I don't know. He probably picked this. And there's the he blocks after. Oh boy. This is
Okay, what is
let's
going on with this card? So again, card draw. You don't really need to play it on curve. So the outcast part of this really not a big deal. This is unless you draw cards that cost less than 3, which I mean, okay, let's say even if you hit 1 that costs less than 3.
Yeah.
This costs like -2 mana overall.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't understand what's going on with this. Like,
So like on turn 10 late game, right? If you play this on like when you have 10 mana and you hit both those dormant guys, you could just immediately throw both of them out there, and you're gonna throw 20 damage out in the same time.
you can hero power too. They both got
why
You can just like what are you're playing in an arena and someone plays this, you just concede right there. Like fuck you.
I mean, here's the thing: this card is like almost okay without an extra ability.
Yeah, draw 3 is fine. That's like the standard. Like priest has devour mind.
Mage had the random 3 spell, and that even got played.
Yeah, that got played.
And that's way worse than this.
Yes. Druid used to have one that costs 5, but it had to be nerfed.
Or actually, alternatively, this is insane in aggro too. So let's say everything in your deck except this costs 3 or less. So this is draw 3 cards and play them for 5?
Yeah, just play like what are
play them.
Yeah, you're gonna have the 2 charge minions or something or whatever. 2 of those Murlocs and something else.
Also, this can combo with the dumb guy, the legendary we'll get to. This can combo with that to make him cost 1. So you can probably just OTK with that.
Yeah, it's just insane.
This card is just bonkers.
I hate it. Next we got
Yeah, because like I ever played against this in arena. Okay.
How could you ever beat this in arena? How?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the Warlock 4/5 that dealt 1 and that was unbeatable.
Yeah, that was really good. This is just, I guess if it hits your face 5 times, right. You pray. 6 damage.
And what's funny is I think this card's trash and constructed too, so it's just arena smash only, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like too slow or whatever. It's too easy to remove.
Unbelievably stupid design on this one.
Yeah, this is the sweet spot. This card is the maximum sweet you can be. Smashes arena, loses.
I actually think you should just go all in and say minion only, and then like the card would be literally unbeatable in arena, but at least then maybe you could play it in constructed.
Mm-hmm. God. Well, you'll certainly be mad when you see her.
Yeah.
The Warglaives Asm.
Wasn't this already a card? Except it said you can't attack heroes.
Yes.
That card's
Fool's Bane. Mm-hmm.
This is in a class that can buff its attack, so it's automatically better, and it can hit face, so it's automatically better again.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably still not good, but if you could do enough cancerous attack buffing, maybe you could just like one shot everything.
Yeah, you're going to be spending a lot of life. You can't really use it to clear. You have to use it offensively or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe you make it cost 2 with the Skull of Ildine, and then
that's great. No.
Jeez. Remember Assassin's Blade?
Yeah, this is that with some extra text, and in a class that can buff its attack.
I remember. All right, the Pit Commander.
This card is unreal.
Yeah.
So you gotta remember, when it says end of turn, it basically means battle cry, and then keeps doing it if you don't kill it.
It's a big boy. It's summoning Mal'Ganis, that's for sure.
Maybe not quite Mal'Ganis, but yeah. Either way, this card is just super powerful. You could probably play it in anything. Also absurd in arena if you can pick it other than like 30th and can put a couple demons in your deck, you just destroy anyone.
Yeah, in arena you don't care. You just get whoever. It's gross. Oh
And then
god.
I'm calling. This is really bold for me to say.
Uh-huh.
Really bold because my God, have they made so many design mistakes in this game? I think this is the worst design card,
Of all time?
literally of all time,
Yep.
in Hearthstone.
I agree.
Literally, this is it.
I agree. Like, you put mechanics in your game. You can't have stuff to ignore them. Like, what's the point?
But but it's a double. So not only is this the first card to ever ignore taunt, they also brought back a retired mechanic for being broken.
Yeah, that's right. They couldn't design anything around charge, so they stopped printing cards like that.
They literally blackballed charge. Like, it's not a mechanic anymore.
And now here it's back on a fucking insane card. It's just this card is it's abomination. It's offensive.
It really is.
It's
I guarantee you, people are going to lose to this and be really, really unhappy.
It would be something if Kane Sunfury was like, you can dodge, it dodges taunt. And it's just like 3/5. And you're like, oh boy.
No, if he was, even if he just said, you can ignore taunt and he had rush, that might be okay. Because it's like, oh, you could snipe the guy behind their taunt. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he's a demon hunter. He jumps. Maybe his attack is a special animation where it hops or something. It's like cool.
Oh, and the other part is the all friendly, not his attacks.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like all your shitty one's like, oh, I'm gonna play my sick. What's the guy who turns everyone to 3/3s? Yeah, I'm gonna play Taram. Ha! That'll stop his board. I'm a deck building genius.
No, this is the worst design card in the history of Hearthstone, and however much playtesting they did for this and deemed it was okay, they did not do enough, and it is not okay.
It's unbelievable. The most F you can possibly get.
Yeah, this automatically ensures the whole set is just an F.
Maybe you might think if you watch that we exaggerate sometimes, but
for real. Said, I want to see firsthand. This card is making me reinstall Hearthstone. I'm disenchanting every card I own, crafting Kane Sunfury, and I'm getting in there. And I just want to see how many people I can just play against and not really play at all because I just win for free with this piece of shit.
Yeah, it's brutal. We need to go. We need to go.
And now here's a shame. The next card is like one of their best designs, and it's really cool, and it's really flavorful too.
Like Demon Hunters, they metamorphosized and they get new powers, and they're sweet. And so one thing this doesn't say is that your hero power stays the same cost.
Right.
So that's something to think about.
Refreshes because most of these cards refresh too.
Yes. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Not unfair either because it's a legendary. If it wasn't legendary, it might be unfair because that's like 20 face damage you could potentially deal if you could have 2 copies. But
I could even see it being used not for face damage too.
Right? Yeah. No, it's pretty strong card.
Yeah, it's great. I really like it. A+. And this, let me scroll up here, and oh, it hurt my eyes. And here's the hero power. Here's the hero power. Demonic Blast. Bam. Okay, and that's it for the big skill, highly skilled. Like, I don't get it. This do everything. they don't have a plan or anything. It's just
they have a great plan. It's called Win the Game, buddy.
Yeah. The 3/3 for 3, the classic, the imprisoned setter.
Hearthstone go-to. And once again, the classic Hearthstone style. Let's just do lottery bullshit.
Yep. I guess you build this around. You just have Malagos in your hand.
Right. Yeah. You just have you play this with like no minions. It's like a spell deck.
Yeah.
You play this to do some stupid combo.
That's basically
I guess it's fine because this card probably sucks, but it's one of those things where if this card doesn't suck, then everyone's just mad.
Yeah, if it turns out that the Malagos deck is extremely good, which this might be, you could just play 2 of these and then Malagos is 0. Uh-oh. Then what is it after? It's like swipe, swipe, Moonfire or something.
Oh, you still have 2 mana there.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, I haven't seen this card before. Overgrowth? Ram's back, baby.
Yeah. Well, okay. Shout outs to Zanger Marsh, one of the coolest zones ever in WoW. No one
Yeah.
ever talks.
Well, it's pretty cool. But
this card is like absolutely crazy, I think.
It's extremely good. That's a lot of mana crystals.
So this, again, remember, Hearthstone, you automatically gain a mana. So this essentially jumps you from 4 to 7.
Which is a big jump. Does this also draw you 2 cards at 10?
It might only draw 1. I feel like everything only draws 1.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't say that anywhere, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling it only draws 1. I mean, Astra only drew 1, right?
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. One thing to say about this is Nourish would get played for 2 mana crystals, like sometimes, and this is just a whole mana cheaper.
Yeah, it's I always like ramp stuff, so I'm with it, but it might be way gross. I think it might be like pretty bad in arena.
It's hard to build around this in arena unless you can get multiple. If you can get multiple, you just draft only the big men. For it.
It's a very funny deck, though. The Fungal Fortunes. This is also an Malagos only deck.
Yeah, it goes in the deck with the Satyr, right?
Yep.
And you just play it after you've drawn your Satyr or whatever?
Yep. After you've drawn Malagos or anything like that, it's just like, oh, here, give me 3 cards. It seems pretty insane like that, but...
Here's the thing. Even if, like, let's say you're playing it in not that combo deck, just in a very, very spell-heavy deck, if this draws 2 most of the time, it's really good.
Yep. It's like the Book of Specters, which was his opposite.
I think I like it.
Yeah, I like sort of weird draw stuff like this. Yeah, I'm down with it. I liked Book of Specters as well, if you remember that card.
Yeah, that card would suck, but I think this one's a lot better.
Yeah. But, different shades. Ironbark.
I like this concept of cost 0 late game. I think that's a interesting concept. I wish they put it on a more relevant card than this.
Yeah, it's pretty sad at
I
that
just don't
much
think
mana.
this card does enough, at any point in the game.
Is it not better than Mark of the Wild? Is that Mark of the Wild useful enough?
Marginally better.
Yeah,
Mark of the Wild was like not even remotely close to being played. So
yeah, that's about it. I like the idea though. You're right.
I really hope someone plays 2 of these on their 2 big guys, and then someone plays Cade Sunfury.
Yeah, maybe this goes in the Kale deck. You just play 2 bang.
Yeah.
Play 2 of those in Ultimate Infestation for free or something. This card is pretty nasty. Molten Reflection. Hello.
Yeah, a little power creep there.
Molten Reflection was played in a lot of decks, so this seems kind of like risky to make a better one.
It's mostly a meme infinite damage combo card, though, right?
Mm-hmm. But you could legit do it.
Right. Yeah.
It was real.
This card is probably good. I mean, if there's anything that costs 6 that's worth copying, then this is very good on turn 2.
Yep.
I like it though. It's a good design. Too bad this set gets an automatic 100% rating because of Kane Sunfury.
Yeah. It's so shitty. God, fucking Kane.
This card is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, holy moly. Yeah, you thought
this is like way bonkers. This is like what? Yeah,
you thought your spell deck was going to have trouble holding the board? Yeah, surprise, you're good.
So Force Nature was like pretty decent card. Like not great, but it's like pretty decent. Like, summon 3 2/2s. How about summon 7 2?
That's pretty strong. I think 4 2/2s would be pretty strong as well. Or 5.
7 2/2s. Thank you.
Yeah, this card seems really insane. And
It's extremely insane. This is like deck defining insane. Here's my problem with it though. So you have that draw spell thing, and this is something that Hearthstone is turning into, which is Yu-Gi-Oh. So they really are designing the deck for you, and you just have to open all the cards. Like one thing I'll give Magic, for all of Magic's trash, they don't really do prescriptive designs where they design the deck for you, and then you just have to open the cards. Like you actually have to figure out what to put in the deck. This deck is made for you. You already know what you're playing. You just look at the cards. Oh yeah, draw all my spells. Make guys for all the spells. Okay, I guess I'm playing all this in the same deck. Whatever.
like when you compare your deck to some guy who won the Blizzard World Championship, like if you both when you both make your decks on the day of release and he posts his and you look compare it to yours, what's like is yours going to be what? Like 3 cards different? 4 cards
like
different?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Like it's already there. It's all there for you. You don't have to think about it.
And like that's a really big deal because part of the point of a customizable card game is customizing.
Mm.
And their design is like, no, don't do that. We're gonna just do it for you.
Here we are. Like what's this? That's what they look like. They look cool. Looks more like a hornet, but a glowfly thinks something like a
That looks like something on Courage.
yeah, like a firefly, I guess, like something that's not gonna hurt you. But these are they're gonna hurt you.
Fuck you, yeah.
The Marsh Hydra.
Oh, the Arena God?
Yes. Holy moly. I could imagine playing this in like your ramp deck, and this is your turn 7 play after you've gotten to 7 mana.
Pretty good.
Or your turn 5 play.
You just can't. You can't.
How is
It's
this?
like one of the best 2-for-1s in the history of Arena, and
This
if it
is-
ever 3-for-1s, the game's over.
Yeah, just get a big nasty boy that you can play next turn, and it's whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I'm like not with arena crushing like this.
Oh no! I mean, Arena is literally over now. Like, granted, I haven't played Arena in forever, but you can't play Arena with these cards. Like, it's just nonsense. It's just you're just playing completely overpowered effects and seeing what happens. Like that's
It could be like a 7-4 or something. Like, come on, give it a chance to not live.
absurd,
Yeah.
absolutely absurd.
Then we have the last cycle of this expansion, the Prime cards. So the Prime cards are a sick, like an on curve, good card, and they die, and into your deck goes into the williest whammer who's ever whammered.
So it's a bunch of White Eyes that are all better than White Eyes.
Yep, White Eyes was the first Prime, and he wasn't too hot. And then these guys are just brutal. So Archspore, Mischief, easily pronounced. A 3/4 taunt for 3.
Who is this guy? Because this is all based on Outland, and I played a ton of Outland. I don't know who this guy is.
I think they created this guy. He's actually not.
Oh, they didn't have enough to work with, I guess, in like 50 dungeons and like 8 zones.
I agree. And then Mischief Prime. A 9/9 taunt, and then it deals 9 damage to a minion, and also probably has a minion left over.
Or you just get a second 9/9 taunt.
Or just play 10 for 18 stats. Yeah, okay.
Here's the thing about these cards that's annoying to me is that the games where you high roll the Prime and get it like right away, it's gonna feel really unfair. Like this one is probably the least egregious because the Prime costs 10.
Mm-hmm.
But like some of these don't cost 10.
Yeah.
And you could probably just rip it literally on curve.
Yeah, it's not that far away. No. I like the art because he looks like he's holding a building on his head. It's sort of funny. But it's
I think this is one of the weaker ones.
Yes, I think this actually is the weakest one, which is funny.
Like, I guess you'd maybe play it if you just need a guy, but it's not that great.
I think you play it. That's a lot of stats for 10.
This next card, not a mistake at all. Nope. Not even a little.
I saw this card before we did 100% garbage reviews, and I had to.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You were talking about Malagos? You mean reducing this to cost 0? Is that what you meant to say?
This is so stupid. This is
you
so
make
stupid.
This cost 0, you can draw your whole deck and probably burn them out.
This is so stupid. This is so stupid.
I mean, you could literally draw your whole deck if you make this cost 0 with the satyrs.
Yeah.
You have Overflow, 1 mana, draw 5, heal 5.
This they had to nerf the other card that did this. Like, do they not remember what happened like 2 years ago? A year ago? Did they?
I think like legitimately this might actually be more powerful. It's
Yeah.
a smaller card pool because there's no neutral spells, but making like the thing is spells do something right away.
No matter what, yeah. She's just absurd. It's just so stupid.
Like the 9 mana 5/5 thing, it's like this card doesn't even need stats. Like it could be a 1/1.
Yep.
Like whatever. Like that's not the. Honestly, it could cost 10 and nothing would change. I don't think.
Yeah, it would maybe slow it down a little bit or something.
Well, no, because you just play with the satyr and then it just doesn't cost that.
I guess you're a genius if when it does. Oh, it's a big nerf to Moonfire.
Oh, maybe.
Got him.
I think this is just begging for stupidity to happen.
Yeah, you're just gonna.
Here's the thing. All right, this is something I need to get into. So for those of you not in the know, which I mean, obviously everyone who watches garbage reviews knows what's going on, but we play Magic the Gathering in cube form, and the express purpose of the cube is to have meaningful gameplay in games, meaning that both players get to interact with each other, have decisions about what's going to happen, and it doesn't always work out, especially because Mana's garbage mana system, but it's at least the goal.
Yeah.
Is to have meaningful gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you the Hearthstone designers can say, oh, well, we tested this card and it only wins 30 or 40% of the time. But if the times it wins, there was no meaningful gameplay for either player and it was just solitaire, then why does it exist?
That's a good question. This draw, I just, like the 40% of the time, I just drew my whole deck and deleted the opponent. Like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's not good enough to just say something is balanced because it wins half the time or less. That's not the only thing that matters. And this card just is not going to lead to fun interaction.
It's just going to be limited. And it's also going to be stupid because you're limited by the turn timer. So you have to be fast.
And you probably just get run over or whatever?
Yeah. It's this... Ugh. Huge, disastrous F.
Agreed.
It's a big fuck you.
And we'd like to give this the worst card in the set award, but that one was already locked
out. Oh, yeah, that's the worst card of all time. This is Hunter, I think. So remember when I said sorry, Dormant has they come ahead, they awake our sleepy when they wake up, but this one is not sleepy.
I actually think this card's not good.
No, I agree.
Enemy is not good.
I agree. Yeah, random enemy is no good, but it's a lot of stats, and for like Hunter decks, you need your minions like now.
Yeah, because Hunter has like the worst board catch up generally.
Yeah. So you need your dudes now, and then he doesn't come out now. It's a lot of stats though. It's here weird. He's not a beast. He's a demon.
Very bizarre. All right, this next one, we're actually going to not say anything. Just remember this card when we look at some other shit. Please
this card, I don't want to... Come on, man. What is this shit?
Remember it well. Okay.
So this one, we're going to start on the art. They stole this from a magic artist or something. Or
yeah, what? Why is this even here?
You know, the artist did a good job. I think it looks great, actually. It looks cool. But it's Not Hearthstone style at all.
Yeah, no, I mean it literally doesn't. I like how they tried to shoehorn in some Blades Edge mountains in the background. Like,
Yeah.
no, sorry, kid, no.
And then the card is super nasty. I guess you have to combo it, but
Whatever. I don't think this is relevant in any way, and I don't know what's wrong with the art, and it's just forget this card exists.
okay. Now we have the super small versions of cards. Deal 3 damage, buff for +3/+3.
This card looks really bad, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm missing something.
I don't know.
Like,
That's a lot of buff.
Really bad. Like, is this better than the one that was deal 3, summon a 3/3? Like, I don't think so. And that card was only fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think that card's just kind of random garbage. The secret's interesting.
Mhm.
I don't think it's good, but maybe.
Leontes says
secrets, right?
Leontes says flanking strike was insane bonkers. So
Insane bonkers? I don't know about insane bonkers.
now we have the augmented porcupine. Well, this is the thing. What if you draw your augmented porcupine, you delete some shitty minion, and now it's an 8/10. And
this card is trash though because it's Death Rattle and it's randomly split among. It's not 2 each enemy.
Mm-hmm.
This card I think is just totally garbage.
It's probably fine in Arena.
No, not with all this shit. Are you looking at the cards?
Sorry. I said I was thinking of like an old Arena.
In Arena now. I think they're out.
And now we have the Grand Slam.
This card's also trash? I'm very confused by this card.
I guess you have to hope to be way, way ahead.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay. No, this card is like the worst 10-drop they've ever made, I think.
It's not worse than the ones that are blank, are they? Like the
okay, but sorry, of a card that like is a class card. I think it's the worst 10-drop ever.
Trying to think. Yeah, maybe.
It's like really bad.
Yeah, that is pretty sad actually. Is this gonna hit like their shitty 1/1 that's randomly on the board?
But no. Much more importantly, if they just have like an 8/8 out, you just can't play this or something. Like 2 of your guys suicide into it and 2 of them hit their face. Like total disaster for 10 mana.
Or 3 of your guys suicide into it. Ooh.
Well, that would be better at least potentially because then at least you kill the thing and have a 3/5. I mean, that's still not remotely worth 10 mana, but like I'm saying, like if you just get 2 3/5s and don't even kill like their big guy, like total disaster.
Yeah, it's true. Ugh. Now we have
to buff them because it's a spell. I don't know. That card seems wildly unplayable to me. Maybe I'm missing something.
I don't know. Now we have the Apex Predator.
Okay, so the first part is pretty weak, but whatever. Yeah. So remember that draw beast, give it +3/+3.
Yeah, remember that draw beast, give it +3/+3.
So if you just play Vixer in your deck, and maybe one other beast, maybe you need to play one other beast. But if you just play that and then the draw card, and you could line this guy up on turn 8 as a 8 mana summon 4 rush 7/7s.
God. I actually thought he only summoned 2. I thought, wow, this guy's awesome. 3 4/4s for 8? That rush? Sweet.
No, it's not 3.
It's
4.
He's 4 4/4s for 8.
If you buff this guy, It's just wild.
Yeah, see, that's why you have to run the other thing that buffs the thing in your
No, it's
hand.
not. You just do the thing that pulls him immediately out of your deck after the first Zixor dies. The
Yeah,
last guy I wasn't sure about. I'm like 99% sure this is not a thing in Burning Crusade.
yeah, no, this guy was not. I don't think the Zixor was either.
Why can't it just be like they could have made like Gruul one of them? I know Gruul is like already a card, but like
They could do
just
that.
Gruul enraged or
There's like 100 Deathwings. Like, fuck them.
right, yeah, exactly. Like why isn't Gruul a card? Like what the
Yeah.
hell? Gruul's like one of the most important raids of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, whatever. Next up, their last one. I think this card is actually like only. This is like a combo only. You need to have.
Oh yeah, no. You need cards that want to skip their battle cries. I think.
Yeah, or that, or you have like the haste guy, the haste beast, Tundra Rhino.
Oh yeah. That battle cries to not be able to attack. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the Tundra guy, and then you smash him, and you have to like win with this guy because otherwise you're just gonna lose your whole board and lose.
Yeah, I think this card's very bad, but yeah, it could potentially OTK, I guess.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I think it's like really bad. You don't want to play all your things and get it.
But I think like building your deck around this is also bad. I'd rather build around the druid shit.
Yeah.
Like really win the game every time, you know?
Also has a really good nombo with Zixor Prime.
Right, yeah, no, like total disaster, yeah.
That sucks you can't play Zixor in the same deck as this. Or I guess, whatever, you just play Zixor in every deck. All right. Now we have Mage. Encanter
I really
Slow.
like this first card. I don't think it's any good, but I really like it.
Come on. It's going to be nasty.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's like pretty slow. But
I really like it though. I appreciate the idea of potentially like I like cost reduction in the game, just not when it's so extreme like the fucking satyr. Like,
yeah. The extreme cost reduction sucks. It's a little bit cool.
I even like Thoraslan. Okay, he was OP, but I liked him in general because it made you think about, oh, if I don't play this right now, and then it costs one less, I could do this other thing that I normally can't do. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This card does that. If it said reduce the cost of spells in your deck by 5, different story.
Why doesn't it, really?
I don't know.
It should say make all your spells cost 1. That would be fair. We got the Star Scryer. Draw a spell from your deck.
Oh, this is no bueno. So this card, number one, not what you want against Demon Hunter, so already out.
Mm-hmm.
But even beyond that, like this card is gonna like. So again, you want cards that have meaningful interaction. This card does one of two things: it either dies basically for free, or it gets a total like 2-for-1 for 2 mana, based on what your opponent has. Mm-hmm. So it's either gonna like totally own you or be like a disaster that you played it.
That sounds
There's
like
very little middle ground.
You're never gonna get value.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll get your value, but the thing is, against a rush deck, like against a Demon Hunter rush deck that could just kill this basically for free as though it didn't exist, you're probably just gonna die because you spent your turn 2 doing nothing. You spent your turn 2 making them pay 1 mana. That's what you did on turn 2. That's not good enough. Like, don't get me wrong, it draws a spell, but it didn't do anything. So it could have just been the spell.
I mean, Loot Hoarder is played. Like, this is better than Loot Hoarder.
No, I'm not saying this is not playable, but I'm saying it either 2-for-1s your opponent and is devastating, or you're fighting a Demon Hunter rush deck or something, and it's just a total disaster that you have.
The difference between this and Loot Hoarder is that Loot Hoarder, it could actually hit something and not get value out of it. Like, it was not as threatening. But this one
also wasn't a good card. It was like, oh, I guess I'll play Loot Hoarder.
So, yeah, no good.
I think this card, like, put it this way, I think this card is going to be very polarizing for matchups, like, because again, it can really 2-for-1 some decks, like very hard. and then other decks it just is blank.
We have the Netherwind Portal. Summon a random 4-cost minion.
They need to get more creative with these secrets, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say about this.
Yeah, it's just really casino. You could get a really good 4-cost, or you could get like a 1/1 or something. I don't know.
But this is like way worse than Counterspell, I think.
Oh yeah.
But Counterspell is base set, so why?
Yeah,
why do you need this?
You just need more secrets or something. So that's like
I guess it's
deck
good.
filler.
Maybe you play with Counterspell because you bait the coin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is pretty funny if someone coins that.
The thing is, like, a random 4-cost minion is like only worth 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you have to trigger it. This card, like,
it's like worse than a spell that just gives you put a 4-cost minion in play. Yeah. All right. Now we have Font of Power.
So again, this is just. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't make this card, but again, we're gonna see so much of this prescriptive deck designing. Like, I wonder where I'm gonna play this card.
Yep. I'm gonna play with my Druid deck.
You gotta remember, spells are class specific. This deck literally builds itself.
Yeah, there's nothing to do. Like, is this guy gonna go in it? No. The Imprisoned Observer.
This card seems very bad to me.
I don't know about that. Consecrate's good.
It's not nowhere near Consecrate. It's a whole turn slower in a class that has plenty of damage.
It's a sweet 4/5.
I don't know. I predict this card does fuck all. That's my prediction.
Sure. I'll accept that. All right. Deep Freeze. So this actually costs 8.
Yeah, I saw the little green there.
Yeah.
It costing 8's a real disaster because I think this should cost 7.
Mm-hmm. Because when you spend, you might think, oh well, it freezes for 0, and then you pay 4 for 2 water elementals. But when you're spending a lot of mana, you need to get something more
than just stacking cards on top of each other.
Yeah, you need to get more. And this is like a 0-cost freeze is not worth very much. So if they had
the problem is water elementals are tanky guys, and early drop tanky guys need to be played early because they lose their tanky value late game. Because if your opponent just has a 6-power guy, they're not tanky.
It probably needs to give them like taunt or something.
Or you know what? Actually, you know what this needed? This needed to like retcon Frostledge Jaina. These need lifesteal. Not really. Like they need lifesteal.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to play this as a late drop in the all spells deck because there's just not enough ways to win the game in that deck. But you don't want this.
No.
It might just be a necessity.
Apparently it used to be Frost Nova.
Oh.
But
that is way better.
Yes.
That's a whole other
the Apexis Smuggler. Secrets.
I don't see how this could possibly do anything, but maybe. I mean, the thing is that you don't get any mana cheating at all, and it makes your secret cost 5.
That's not very good.
I don't think this card does anything. Yeah, no, this card's trash. It doesn't do anything.
Think about the secret decks. The 2-drops that it ran, or the cards that it ran, were like the excuse me, you're on fire, kablam, hit him for 3,
right?
Or draw a card, or play the secret for 0.
Yeah, like those cards like cheat mana or have like immediate impact. This has neither.
And then here's your prescriptive deck building. I don't know if you already saw this, but
wait, this is so weird. Why are the 2 cards with Apexis not even going in the same deck?
I don't understand that at all either.
That is super weird.
But yeah, this is the Blast.
I mean, this card's just obviously insane.
Yep. And it only
also,
goes in
why
one
does
deck.
It even say if your deck has no like? There's a deck that plays this that has minions, or is it because they're gonna shuffle albatrosses in your deck and then you lose the game? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The bad luck albatross is in the game.
That was a good design. Good job, guys.
So the spellless deck is like 10-0
Oh
versus
yeah,
anything
so
else.
this is all unplayable as long as Albatross is in the game, right?
Yeah, that's one thing to mention that there's
Man down. All right. Well, anyway, I'm here to tell you, as long as Albatross is in the game, folks, unless it's rotating out, I don't know what set Albatross is from. If it's not rotating out, you can never play this.
albatross is brand new. It's brand new, so it's going to stay for a long time.
You can never play this card ever, or that whole deck. It's useless. The deck's useless. You'll just immediately lose.
Yep, and like almost every competitive deck runs albatross. Because
I mean, it blows my mind that Albatross isn't actually just deleted from the game.
It's incredible. It needs to be. When I first saw albatross, I was horrified because I was like, "Oh, okay, fuck you." That's all albatross is. And then let's going back to an old card. It's just you wanted to play like a fun Highlander deck. Fuck you. That's it. You wanted to go like all spells? No. Fuck you. This card is extremely good. Astromancer Solarium.
Okay, so why? So the other ones we looked at so far, the front half cards were like a little below average. This one's like above average.
Well, the Druid one is above average. A 3/4 with taunt is slightly above average.
The fucking monkey. The monkey never got played.
Okay.
Ever. That card never did anything. That card sucks. The Druid
compared to other 3/4 cards, all right?
Yeah,
the average 3/4 was sucked.
This card is like actually like you might just play this card if it didn't have a death row.
Yeah, like the kobold, the shitty kobold, the 2/2 with spell power gets played sometimes. It's just because spell power is so valuable.
Yeah. Anyway,
and then the prime.
So I don't know why it took them 10 years to figure out targets enemies if possible, but that line of text changes this card from being like decent but like kind of stupid to being just unbelievably strong.
Yeah, this card is
it's unbelievably strong.
Yeah. Like if possible, it's just like holy moly.
It turns out for most mage spells, that's possible.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. Yeah, just get polymorphed. I'm ready for
the fact that polymorphs and pyroblasts and fireballs, they all have to hit your enemies.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It's 5 spells. Like how many minions are you gonna have? Like, it's gonna have Flame Strike and then 3 fireballs and you win the game or what?
Right, and they're all amped from spell damage? Like
yeah.
Crazy.
This guy's pretty insane. I think like it's like 2 casino. I don't like it very much.
It's so powerful too.
I'm imagining facing this in arena somehow. You see the first card, you just concede. All right, and we got a legendary spell, Evocation. I thought this was cool.
I don't think it's very powerful, but I like it.
Yeah, I think it's great. It seems fun. We get ultimate power, and then it goes away. I don't think mages even have Evocation anymore.
I think Arcane Mage can talent it.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to get something playable, but like, you could have just put that playable spell in your deck, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think this is very good, but maybe, who knows?
Now we have. This is Paladin. Okay, I was like, who?
This card doesn't seem any good.
No, but it's certainly better than Fiery War Axe.
Right.
All right. Paladin got a special cycle for whatever reason. They get Librams. And just Librams are special named spells.
The fact that this card has real stats seems incredibly good.
Yeah.
I think 2/3 is the best stats this could possibly have.
Mm-hmm. Because if you're playing a Libram deck, I guess you're probably not rushing down, so you don't need 3/2.
No. This is like very, very, very strong support.
Mm-hmm. Extremely good.
But we don't know what that is yet because we haven't seen the Librams.
Now we have Hand of Adult. If you Mark Sarge? What happened? Is that you? Oh. It's just any minion.
Yeah, this card's just very powerful. Goes in a totally other deck, but yeah, it's very powerful.
Mark Sarge had a drawback to it, even though it's still very powerful. This is just fuck it. No thinking.
All right, now the first of the bonkers Librams.
Yeah, justice. Yeah, pretty nasty.
So yeah, quality.
That only targets enemies.
And it gives you like this card is good in like every kind of deck.
Mm-hmm. Extremely good. Like we were playing a rush deck, they're gonna have big taunt guys. Surprise, not anymore. And this is gonna cost like 5 or 4. Like it just seems insane. Equality costs 4 now. Yeah. Prison Sungill. I guess if Murloc is part of Paladin now.
This card seems like very bad because a rush deck really wants.
Yeah, you need pressure on board on 1.
You just like gotta play a 1-drop, man.
And you can't play this like if you're playing this on 3 or something, like that's.
And the thing is, like, okay, so even if you wanted to give up the tempo for the board presence, it summons X1s, so they just die to whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, this card super sucks. I think.
Yeah, it's very sad. That's the Stream Runner. It looks funny. The Library of Wisdom.
I don't think this is very good, but if there's something that cares about how many spells you cast, then maybe.
+1/+1 for 0 and put it back in your hand is pretty okay to me.
Yeah, +1/+1 is like very trash though.
I don't know.
I think this
replaces itself.
Like, I don't think even if this costs 0, I don't think you just play this like on its own because it's not going to cost 0 like early in the game.
Mm-hmm. And then we have the Tooth Seeker. Librams cost by 2. So you play the 2/2/3s, this guy, and suddenly the Justice costs 2.
Support. The fact that this has taunt is like so good for this deck.
Yeah, 4/6 taunt, reduce the cost is really nasty. It seems cool. I'm glad that they they didn't intentionally make Libram shitty. And the support shitty. Like they could have made this guy like a 3/3 taunt or something. And then here's the big
the payoff card.
Yeah, the Wham Blammer.
Here's the thing. So this card, like, if this was just the deck, it wouldn't be good. But you got to remember, you played this in the Paladin only class cards deck, and now this is just a great extra package to put in the deck.
I think that deck missed like a finisher, like a real winner.
Other than just getting too many cards.
Yeah, and now it has a whole other package of things it can do. And it's going to keep getting them. Ancient Guardian looks sweet. And then there's this guy. This guy seems really nasty. McGurgle.
I don't know about this card. I could see this not doing anything.
A 2/1 Divine Shield is like pretty good, I think, in a rush deck. I think it's pretty reasonable. And then when he comes out,
I mean, unless you draw this, like, I think on its face, it's not really worth playing.
I don't know, man. I have to disagree. This is a lot of value. I think this is a lot of. This guy has good pressure. And then, like, this guy can just give you more of the Murgers.
I guess in a Murloc rush deck, it's okay, but that's like.
I think that's all Paladin does now. Like, if you're playing Rush on Paladin, you're playing Murlocs. So.
See, I don't know what the support cards are, so I have no idea.
Okay. And then the other legendary, Lady Liadrin.
This is way worse than the one that like casts them on itself.
Yes. I don't know why it doesn't. She seems kind of sad, to be honest.
No, this card's like not good.
Mm.
I don't think because it's really slow.
Yeah. I guess.
And if the meme is like, oh, you can get 4 Librams of whatever that cost 0 and they all buff, but it's like, is that a way to win a game? I don't think it is.
I guess the idea is you get 1,billion Librams of hope because you casted, you restored 8 health.
But is that actually a way to win the game? And also, if they just like kill that on their turn, you just burn your real card because you're gonna draw like 8 of them or whatever. Like, this doesn't sound good. I don't know. I don't think you can win the game by +1ing over.
No.
I don't think.
No. I mean, Librams of Hope, the restore 8 health.
Oh, I guess.
Cast that on a minion, and then you get 2 more of them. And they cost a little bit. They cost less, and now you're playing 8/8s all the time.
I guess there's value in that deck. Yeah.
Oh, it's on friendly characters. Oh, so stuff you cast on your face. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd play it then to redraw those the summon a guardian things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not the.
It's a
wizards.
really long-winded way of saying that, though. Like this card doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of sad. I like Liadrin, but she's better as a hero card that you don't actually. Okay. Now we're on to Priest. Imprison Homunculus. I like this guy. I like his art. He's extremely dangerous.
This card seems very powerful.
Yes.
This is the dormant card you want.
Yes. Very dormant. You play him before your opponent can really get rolling. And then he pops up when you need him. Yeah, you pay.
And having really high life means that all these new buff cards they're giving to Priest, like, boom.
Mm-hmm. Right on him. Yeah, he seems very good. I wonder if you could OTK on the turn he wakes up. Oh, no, you can't because he doesn't have haste. Never mind. Renew. This card replaces itself and heals 3 life. I think this card's like pretty good.
Very powerful.
Yep.
Very powerful.
Cards that are cheap and replace themselves. And discover, not draw, which is important, I think. It's very good. Apotheosis. Is this the most powerful spell they have? No, it's just a mid-range buff.
It's like another Velen's
Chosen? Yeah.
Less good than that, but
that card was
strong.
That card was pretty unfair. And the Hearthstone
was completely bonkers.
The Hearthstone devs learned their lesson. They would never ever reprint a card and make it unfair. And I'm scrolling up here. Where is it? There. They would never ever reprint a card once they learned it was unfair. Not ever. They learned their lesson from past expansions.
100% agreed. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, Priest gets a ton of minion buffs. Cool. This is just another one. Great.
Mm-hmm. The Dragon Maw Sentinel. Dragons is a deck. I think this one is way worse than the one that gained +1 attack and taunt. It was like a 2/4 taunt for 2.
Right. Yeah. No, this is not.
This one is way sadder. Yeah.
It's trash.
Overseer. That's a big buff.
This seems super high rolly arena.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe if they have Priest has enough early mains, you can put this in constructed, but
I don't think. I think no. I don't think constructed ever. I don't understand what's going on in his art. Is that his leg?
Dead horse head?
Is that his leg up there? I don't understand what's going on.
That's a donkey.
I guess
with a muzzle on it.
The Psych Split. I guess you just play this on Archmage Vargoth. And you're a genius.
Psyche Split, I think, is like good luck actually getting this to work in construct.
No.
Probably nasty in arena.
Uh-huh. You just play it on it's like Res Priest is the only thing, so you res the thing you want to copy and then.
Oh, sure. Oh, that's right. Well, I see. Here's the thing. I always forget about the broken cards that can enable these, but
Yeah.
like this is not. This is just a tag along. Like
Yeah.
the broken card is the fucking Psychopomp.
Yeah. That's one thing you have to remember is that like if one card is broken and then this card seems great with it, it's not great on its own.
It's just complementing a broken card.
Mm-hmm. Sort of interesting. Works offensively.
This seems way too specific
Mm-hmm.
to be good.
It's offensive and defensive, but I think it is worse because Lyra, which this is similar to, was just anything, and also a little bit tougher.
Was very important that you could like. Well, first off, Radiant Elemental existed when Lyra existed.
Yeah,
that's super important.
Yes,
because the whole thing wouldn't have worked without Radiant Elemental. So already this card is an F because it doesn't have that. Secondly, you could cycle your Circle of Healing for any new card.
Mm-hmm.
With one Radiant Elemental, you could cycle your Power Word Shields for 2 new cards. Like, no. This won't do anything.
Yeah. Too late. The Skeletal Dragon. If Dragons was a deck.
Arena Booty Blaster.
Yeah, Arena Booty Blaster for sure, but constructed it seems not good enough.
No, this all seems bad.
Mm-hmm. Quite sad. And then the Reliquary of Souls.
I've never seen this one. So the front half's really good.
Yep.
That is a crazy good anti-rushdown card.
Yeah, it's like heal 3 or whatever, and then Reliquary Prime. Pretty nasty.
Oh, okay. So it's for a buff deck. Mm-hmm. I actually think you could play this not in a buff deck, just as an anti-aggro card.
Yeah.
To draw it on turn
just
one.
like, yeah, exactly. And then you play him, and then he can't be like he has. What is it? It's a Shroud, the one where you can target it and they can't.
Hexproof.
Hexproof is it has hexproof, which is pretty relevant.
Okay, so technically speaking, this is worded in a way that makes no sense. Because both players will read you as you.
That's correct.
And then you go to fireball it, and it says you can't do that, but the card says only I can target this.
Only you can do it.
So yeah.
F.
I mean, I don't know if hexproof's even worded differently, but that's pretty funny to think
about. And then we have the Soul Mirror. You want to board clear every expansion? Well, you get one.
The fact that this can copy Death Rattle seems really spicy.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Yeah, you play your freaking guy, all right? You play your primes. I'm getting them too, all right?
Yeah, I don't know. This card seems like maybe you could just throw it in priest decks. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a board clear. What do you want?
But like it's a one-sided board clear in the sense like if you have, let's say you both have 2 or 3 let's say you both have 3 minions. Mm-hmm. You can just play this. It doesn't kill your minion.
Nope.
Seems very powerful.
Yeah, is it better than Psychic Scream?
I think it's more generically good.
Yeah.
Psychic Scream goes into one specific deck.
Yeah, you can just play this in whatever.
I think you could literally play this in anything. Like, what deck wouldn't want this?
Yeah. All right, on to Rogue. This card seems really nasty.
Yo, this is fucking crazy. I don't know if there's a Rogue Rush deck, but what the fuck?
This card is brutal. Stealth on a 3/1, kabam, kaboom.
Like the thing that makes this card so brutal is it's modal between go face if it threatens to go face twice, mm-hmm. or just get a positive mana trade with a minion. Like that's very good.
Like if you think about like the class you're playing, if you're playing against a rogue and it hits you, like are you gonna want to hit it again? Hit 6 yourself?
Right.
Or even a demon hunter if you can get past all the overpowered cards.
Okay, look, not that it was necessarily correct, but I played the 2/1 stealth for 1 before in decks.
Oh yeah.
And, like, don't get me wrong, that card's a little sad, but like it can do its job if you draw it on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
This on turn 1 is just so.
It's a lot better. The Worgen Infiltrator. Dirty Tricks. It seems like okay.
I mean, okay, so we know that there's secret support, so you'll probably play this because it's like acceptable. But this card's not exciting. You wouldn't play this on its own.
No. The art, I really like the art too, actually.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine.
But the Cursed Vagrant. This is another weird rogue card.
This is an arena smashy card.
Yeah.
I don't think this is good enough because 7/5 that doesn't do anything right away.
That's a lot of mana to do nothing on the board right away.
Yeah, it's just not good enough.
It has stealth. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, the Blackjack Stunner.
Okay, this is just
yeah.
What?
I don't understand this at all.
This might be, other than considering we're not even accounting for Kane as a card that exists, this might be the most powerful card in the expansion.
Yeah,
it's wild.
If you control a secret, assassinate a minion, okay.
For 1 mana?
for 1 mana? Like, come on, man.
And it gets around like the hexproof shit too. This gets around the Reliquary Prime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Reliquary Prime. Goodbye. Yeah, this card is fucking insane. This card
is wild. If there's a rogue tempo deck, man, this is wild.
Yeah, it's just insane. Just insane.
Wild.
I think it's like too much. Come on, man.
Wild. Like, so sap has been played across time, and this is 1 mana sap that makes it cost more?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Ugh. The Ash Tongue Slayer.
This card actually isn't as good as it might seem. I think it's fine, but the thing is, like, the +3 attack and the immune really are not going to go together very much, I don't think, because, okay, let's say use it on the 3/1. You're really going to skip 6 face damage?
No.
Like, so the immune didn't do anything? Or if you're going to hit a minion, like, did you really need +3 attack to kill the thing? Like, maybe.
There's a lot of big taunts. Like, you have to kill that 2/5 priest taunt.
Yeah, but what stealth do you have to even do the job at that point? Because you already, like, if you're talking about some late game taunt, like, you probably already used up your little stealthers. I don't know. I really could see this card doing nothing, and it's just a 3/2. Whenever you don't have a stealth, which is a total disaster.
Yeah. 3/2 on its own is like pretty bad. It's also she doesn't have hands, so
yeah, she can't even like.
Yeah.
That's why she doesn't have stealth, because she just clanks
around. That's her again. Ambush. Play a minion. Get a.
This is very powerful, I think. So this all, again, powerful in the context of a tempo rush deck. This card obviously is trash late game, but on curve, like, okay, let's say you open up Stealth Guy, and then you play this, and let's just say, for theory's sake, they missed their 1-drop. So now they want to play anything that's not a spell, like they lose the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like.
Yep. It's gross.
Don't get me wrong, I don't think this card's OP, but it's in this whole secret tempo rush deck, that seems fucking crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's really nasty. The Broken Ambusher? Yeah, that's right. The Greyheart Sage.
Okay, so I wasn't sure about the one card. This card's definitely trash. I don't think you can, like, where are the stealth minions? Like, what are you playing? Like, we've seen one good stealth. Like, are there any other playable stealths at all in the game?
Worgen Infiltrator?
No.
No. Yeah, you don't have many stealths. So this needs support, I guess.
What deck is this? Like, what are you playing this in? Like, what deck wants a 3/3 for 3 that might draw some cards if you have a minion that you haven't used?
There is a 1/3 pirate stealth that has Death Rattle, draw a card for 1. So there's 2.
Wait, for 1? It's a 1/3 stealth?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a 1/3. Or is it 2?
It can't be a 1/3 stealth that draws a card for 1. That's the best card of all time.
Okay, it must be cost 2. 2 mana. Okay.
Yeah, like you don't want this. I don't think. You just want to kill them. You don't want to draw cards.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you're going, it doesn't really help you do that. This on the other hand,
okay, this is it. This is literally it. All right, it almost makes up for Kane. It doesn't. This is the best card they've ever made.
This is hilarious. I really like this card.
It's the best card they've ever made.
The art is like perfect.
I don't know what's better. The art, the name, or the effect. I
can't. God damn.
I'm playing Bamboozle. With Kane. Don't ask me how I'm gonna get them in the same deck, but I'm gonna play. This is the GOAT.
Awesome card. A plus. I'm sad we have to move on, but here we are. The Shadow Jeweler, Hanar.
So when you discover a secret, you don't play it, right?
Correct.
Okay, it just goes to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot less good. I don't know about this one.
This is like a weird value card, I guess. He has the right stats for it.
Yeah,
he's pretty tough.
There must be some rogue archetype I don't know about, because a lot of these cards seem mid-rangey, and I don't know.
If there's support, I guess he's pretty sweet for it.
I mean, he's powerful in a vacuum, but because you got to remember, when you like late game, if you hit like a Paladin secret, it doesn't say when you play a rogue secret. It says when you play a secret. So Paladin secrets cost 1, so you could just play a fucking lot.
Yeah. And rogue secrets are actually pretty cheap too. They're all 2. I guess you're the high roll is get freezing trap.
Yeah, something like that.
Now we have a comma, stealth.
Okay, I think this is maybe okay. I don't know that this gets played in anything, but in a vacuum, this is like maybe the strongest one.
This and then just a comma prime, permanently stealth.
Moly.
Yeah, it's.
So I can actually see a deck just not having like an answer to this.
You have to like flame strike twice.
And again, I'm not actually saying this is going to do anything, because it doesn't immediately go into any deck. But like, wow. Well, if your deck doesn't have a big AoE, like
you wanted all your stealth support, guys. Well, here he is.
Yeah,
right?
but you don't need to support this card. If this gets out there, you did it. Maybe you could play this in the rush deck, just because 3/4 stealth for 3 is probably fine.
Yep.
And then if you just randomly high roll and just immediately draw this on curve, you just win.
He's so gross. And permanently stealth is like hexproof, because you can target your stealth guys with stuff if you need to.
You know, it's this card is. I mean, this card has never existed for a reason.
Because it's dumb. There's no interaction with it. You just have to hope.
I don't like that all these prime cards are all contingent on the fact that you don't draw them right away on curve, but you really just can some games. Yeah, imagine having the coin in your hand and then like coining the prime out because you just high rolled everything.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Before we go to Shaman, I'm going to see if my dog wants in, because he probably does. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
All right. So this first shaman card here. Man, I wish I lived in a world where a totem golem in this one.
Yeah, totem golem, it's gone, so.
That's a shame.
It's not a shame. He Totem Golem was something else. But I don't understand what this card is printed for.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there's okay. Serpentine Portal.
Whoa, a card that actually should have Overload? That's
Yep.
wild.
Well designed. They did it. They did it. How? It's been a long time before they could figure out Overload.
Figure it out?
Yeah.
They did. They figured it out. This card actually makes sense to me. I'm worried.
I like it. The Marsh Spawn.
You know what's weird is this card looks like it should be good, but I actually don't think it's going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because 3 mana, 3/4 elemental, like, all sounds great, but like, you can't play it on curve. I don't think.
No, you
Therefore, it loses like a lot of value.
Yeah, that's gonna be the issue. You have to wait, which sucks.
Again, like, guys that you play later, like, the best I think design for that kind of effect was always the Peddler in Mage. It was like a 6/3 for 5 that discovered a spell.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing guys like, okay, that one you have to play off curve, but the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna generate a spell and its value, you want high attack, not high life, because you're trying to grind them out, and having high life anytime other than early game doesn't really grind people out. In fact, sorry, when combined with low attack. Obviously, if you have high all stats, it's great, but like the fact that, like, if you play this on turn 6, something they have is going to kill this, like, and it's not going to be worth a card.
Yeah, it's not going to trade well. The Bogstruck Clacker. I like Evolve.
A+.
Seems great.
If it says Evolve, it's A+. This card's pretty good too, I think.
Oh yeah, I like it. Vivid Spores.
This seems super trash, but I don't know.
Shaman always has stuff like this,
and it's always bad.
Yep.
Like, really bad.
I think this one is also really bad. Torrent.
I mean, if there's a deck that has like the spell theme, you'd play this, but I still don't think any of this is going to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, Flame Lance was played, and this is the same. With upside.
But the context is like, Flame Lance isn't a good card. It's a bad
That's
card.
True. The Shattered Rumblerino. I guess there's going to be a Shaman spell deck or something.
Yeah, but like, again, like, what is this, like, cast a spell every other turn deck? Like, that's not good. Like, this is not good. This stuff's not good.
No. You can't do it, I don't think.
Like, I played the Mage Elemental deck where all you had to do was play the one type of fucking card in your deck every turn, and that was hard. And that was your whole deck.
Oh, this one. The Knuckles are awesome.
I mean, this card's actually, like, pretty bad, but it's great.
Yeah. Not super powerful.
I think even
very
if
fun.
the 3/3 Evolve guy gets played, I don't even know if you played this. This card's, like, way bad. It's very...
Lady Vag, spell damage +1.
Yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm. And it's a 4/3. And then Vag Prime. Draw 3 spells.
I like how this super powerful Prime thing is it's just a Skull of Gul'dan that costs 7. And like, so you have to play a guy that dies, and you have to rip this off the top, and then it costs 7, or you could just be a Demon Hunter.
You can just be a Demon Hunter, get the same thing. Yeah, Vag Prime seems pretty good, but just awful stats for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know. This one doesn't seem that good to me, to be honest. It's certainly no Solarian.
No. I don't know why Solarian gets to be a 7/7 with the insane battle cry, and Vag doesn't get to be a 7/7.
Like, I think Solarian's battle cry is better than Vash's?
Yes, it is, for sure. But
because you also have to have spells in your deck when you do this, otherwise it's a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not cheap, you can't even play them.
Yeah, it seems a bit more awkward. Like, I think you still play it because drawing 3 cards is really good.
I mean, yeah, it's spell power on a good statted minion. Like, the front half's fine. Like, but it's not about playable. Like, It's like I don't get this card.
Yeah, the stats on it are just very strange. This was also like the last boss of Instance, so like, come on,
Very iconic fight.
come on, let her be a 7/7. The lurker below, bang bang bang.
This guy was such a fucking annoying fight. The
I don't
fucking fish.
I don't understand why you have to fish him up. Come on.
In any event, though, this card seems really bad to me. Am I
Yep.
crazy?
Yeah,
It
I don't
seems
think
like
so.
this will blow you out like the first 2 days of the expansion when you didn't know it existed, and then never again.
Yeah, basically. Like I feel compared to like the file, this is like so much worse. And for the other guy, the guy who is the file on a minion,
The fact
Lord
that it's
Godfrey.
dependent on neighbors, just ugh.
Yeah, that's the real gross part.
And his stats are so bad.
Yeah. He's not a beast though. What the hell?
I don't know. This card just seems awful to me.
Yeah. Big F.
I think they're still apologizing for the fucking that shit that Shaman had with the Galakron, so they're just making sure Shaman's just not even playable at all. Is it just me, or does Shaman only exist in 2 states in this game, which is wildly the best thing by a mile, or completely unplayable?
Yeah, that's basically how Shaman goes. Yeah, but man, it's like fire elemental. It's not. All right, the unstable Felbolt. This card seems great.
Yeah, very good, very strong, great control card, and maybe you can even combo it with some kind of self damage thing.
Yeah. The Nightshade Matron. Is discard ever going to be a thing?
Wait till you scroll down, my friend.
I haven't
You're
seen
gonna
this.
see exactly what happens with this. So you're not gonna understand yet.
Okay.
You're not gonna understand. But what this card actually says, believe it or not, is it's a 4-mana 5/5 rush that says draw 2 cards. What do you think?
What?
That's what it says.
I don't believe
What
you.
it says.
I don't believe you.
All right, let's scroll down.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Again, so we're talking about prescriptive deck building. Like, it's like they can't think about how to make cards that are just interesting in their own right. So they
Yeah.
just have to.
God. I feel dumb looking at these.
I mean, that's a fucking crazy combo.
Yeah.
But again, like, combos are like, okay, here's the thing. I'm not saying you can't have solitaire stuff in your card game.
Mhm.
That's like fine. But the solitaire stuff should at least like require some cleverness. Like, it should at least be interesting. Like, who doesn't know to do this?
Yeah. This should be like if discard only or something.
No, you can't make these 2 cards. They don't. There's nothing interesting. You just play nothing that costs more than 5, except this.
Yep.
And you just play 4-mana 5/5 draw 2 cards. Rush. Okay.
Great. A deck building genius. This card seems like shitty.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
really bad.
Yeah. Can you imagine playing this on like turn 4 or something? Like, oh.
Yeah, like, so don't get me wrong. Most of the dormant cards are only good if you play them right away. But like this one isn't even that good when you play it right away. And my God, if you play this one later, it's just blank.
Yep. I guess it's only for like hand lock or something.
No. This is some kind of meme mid-range combo card only.
The Dark Portal. It's a lot less.
No, this card's no good at all. It costs 4 though. This
Yeah.
card's super trash.
Yep. The Enhanced Dreadlord.
Why is this so much worse than the other cards that are very similar to this in other classes?
I don't know.
Like wait, so like compared to that Rush guy and Druid or the Rush guy and Demon Hunter,
Yeah.
this is just like absurdly worse.
Yeah.
This card just sucks.
Mm-hmm. Costs 8.
Also, why is it like Harley Quinn, the demon satyr,
I have no idea.
warrior? Very.
This card seems meme only.
This is my favorite card. This is A plus. Warlock always gets the A plus cards. First they had Surrender to Madness or whatever it was, or whatever, Surrender to whatever it was. The thing that replaces you with another class, that was A plus. This is very much in that line of card design. It's A.
Renounced Darkness, yeah. Just
A plus.
Oh god. The Dark Glare.
Oh, this card is fucking crazy.
Yes.
I actually like this card a lot because it doesn't have 10 cards that just automatically go with it. You gotta like figure something out.
You gotta think about it. It has a powerful effect, but what are you gonna do with it? How are you going to make this work?
Like, you could do weird shit. Like, you could Elven Archer your face, and now you generated a mana. Wow.
You're a big genius.
Look at that. Big genius. I like this card a lot.
Mm-hmm. I do too. You can do stuff with it.
Makes your hero power cost just 2 life. That's pretty nasty.
Yep. Now we have... Okay. So, this is my... I hate this card almost more than Cade. So there's another Magic the Gathering mechanic, which I think everyone hated.
Maybe it's probably the most hated mechanic of all time.
The most hated mechanic of all time. It's called Miracle. And Miracle was your card was shit, and then you draw the card and it becomes insane instead.
Like way bonkers.
The only on the turn you draw it. This is just stupid Miracle. This.
I see. I don't hate this card as much as you because I just don't think this card's that good.
Yeah, I think it's like I agree that it's like just going to be trash most of the time, but like if you get miracled with this, because you can put it back in your deck with Plot Twist. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the effect's that good. Like even with the miracle effect, I just don't think it's that good. Like 6 mana, non-silence, non-shuffly, non-skip Death Rattle Wrath is like, it's good, but it doesn't seem that good to me. I don't know.
I mean, Light Bomb was the same.
Right, but that didn't have to be miracle.
Mm-hmm.
You just get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like this card's just bad without the miracle. It's not.
Is it bad?
The magic equivalent of this, when you miracle it, it costs 1 mana.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Vilespine Slayer was played, and it's similar. It costs basically the same amount of mana. You usually had to play 1 or something to get the combo.
That was played in tempo decks, though, not control decks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like having just like another board clear that gives you a 3/3. I think that's like going to be way super powerful, especially because you can cheat it. Like you're not dependent on your draw with plot twist. So I think it's going to be unfair, but I still hate the mechanic.
I hate the mechanic too.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Of all the mechanics to ship from Magic, this was the worst one they could pick. Suspend is cool.
Actually, 2 of the most hated ones of all time: Suspend and Miracle.
People hate Suspend?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Suspend is just trash. It's horrible.
Oh, okay. I always kind of liked it. I don't know. But
No, it's super trash.
yeah. And then we have Canrathad Embedlock.
So this guy is like super trash on the front side, like
Yep.
easily the worst on the front side of all.
Mm. And then the Prime, summon 3 friendly.
It's very good. It's no Gul'dan.
Nope. You need to be really specific on this, I guess. You need to summon demons.
I don't know, man. I could see this one just being skipped.
Yep.
It's fine, like, but the thing is, like, you need to reshuffle it into your deck, and the front side's so bad.
Yeah. If Void Lord was still in the game, then like maybe this guy would come back, and you'd hope to hit Void Lords or something. But yeah, I don't know about him.
Just a lot worse than Gul'dan. And Gul'dan, while he was very good, it wasn't like Gul'dan dominated the game, and Gul'dan's like a way better card than this.
Yeah, Death Reaver Gul'dan is a reference there. All right, on to Warrior, Sword and Board. This is cute. I like it.
It's very, very, very fucking strong.
Yes.
That is a super, super good control tool.
Mm-hmm. This is a thick lady.
I think that's actually the best 1-mana removal spell probably ever made.
I'm trying to think.
2 armor means you can actually play it in response to their 1-drop.
Yep.
And it actually heals you for 2.
Mm-hmm. Armor is very important. It's better than life gain.
Oh, by a million miles, especially on a 1-cost card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this card's sweet. I like it. I also like the name. The Imprisoned Gannarg. Get a minion and a weapon? No?
Nope.
Why?
I don't see the point. Like, your payoff for this is that you get a 2/2. Basically. Because you're getting a 3/2 on turn 3 weapon. So you can do that already. So your payoff is you get a 2/2.
That costs 0? Question mark?
But like anytime you don't have this on turn 1, it's the worst card.
Oh
in
yeah,
the history of the game.
It's only on turn 1, but you can't
so that's trash because it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's no way you could play this unless there's just a meme Warrior Rush deck, and it's just trying to high roll and just says "fuck you." We're just flipping coins now, and this game is trash. I guess you could play it in that.
Yeah, that makes sense. The Bone Chewer Raider. I'm sad that it doesn't always have Rush.
This card's pretty strong, I think.
Mm-hmm. But a 4/4 for 3 is pretty nasty if you can trigger it.
Like, I can't actually comment on the designs of any of these because Hearthstone just doesn't design new cards. They just recycle the same things over and over.
Yeah.
Forever.
This is like, what is it, the Raging Worgen or whatever?
Like, literally, it's like a card generator where you just take all of the different effects and then change the keywords and stuff around.
The Corsair Cash, tutor or weapon?
This card seems really strong because giving weapons +1/+1 is a whole other story.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole extra attack.
Yeah, like, if you just play this in Gorehowl, you now deal 16 face damage.
That seems pretty fair.
Again, I'm not saying that's what you'll do with it, but just as an option, that's like...
And then we have a card from the last set? So the set rotating out, Boomsday, or at least one of the sets going away, had all the magnetic cards. And this was like a pretty good magnetic target, and they're all gone, so it doesn't do anything. I mean, it's like fine. It guarantees you it's better than the neutral 4/5 taunt, which was played.
This is actually still a powerful card.
Yeah. It's still it's still good, but it's just like it's like in the wrong set or something.
Yeah.
All right. The Blood Boil Brute, the big rush dude.
This seems like a meme. I don't think this is gonna do it.
Yeah, it's probably not enough payoff.
Even if it costs 6, it's like bad.
Mm-hmm.
Once you cost 5, now you're doing it. But like,
That's
good
a lot
luck
of
with
damage
that.
minions. Yeah. Blade Storm.
Doesn't this affect literally? Oh, it's all okay. Yeah, the bouncing blade already existed.
Yes. This one seems pretty good.
This is very powerful.
Yep.
This is like extremely powerful, actually, because anytime you can just make your opponents have equivalent health or have a way to finish off the like a little bit of remaining health, this like is almost a 3 mana just board. I like it too because there's interaction against it. This is one of the best design cards.
Yeah.
It's also very powerful.
And it's also like if they have one guy, it's Assassinate.
Yep.
Very good. Pretty cool. This card is just funny.
Very funny.
I like it. I don't think it's like good.
But it's good. You'd play it in a control deck for sure.
Yeah. I like the wording on it. Battle it to the death. Very funny stats.
It's strong.
I guess if you kill a 2/3, you end up with a 1/6. I guess. I don't know how it works.
That's 1/4.
A 1/4. Oh yeah, you gotta hit it 3 times. Yeah, so that's fine. Sweet. The Bulwark of Azeroth. So this is a problem for me because I don't think this should have attack.
Of all the weapons that they choose not to give attack to, one that's literally not a weapon they give attack to.
Yeah.
It's literally not a weapon. Maybe there's some kind of reference to the fact that it's like got like spikes on it.
But then it should be if like a minion attacks when you get hit by a minion, deal damage to it.
So this card is like some kind of weird anti-combo thing.
And
it's complete trash outside of that, I think.
Well, if you're playing against the rush deck, wouldn't you like technically heal a bunch?
Yeah, but you didn't do anything to stop their rush.
Well,
if this absorbs like 4 like 2/2s hitting it, then what? Like you've stalled. All you've done is like spend a card to advance your mana by 1, kind of. But they have been developing while you did nothing. Like this card has to hose you for this to be worth playing. This has to be like, oh, my 18 damage swipes don't work anymore. Oops.
Yeah. I think
weird that you would put a failsafe like this in a class.
Should this be a neutral weapon?
Well, obviously it can't be a weapon, but like if you want to make an effect like this, I feel like it has to be neutral because it's like, again, like if there's some stupid druid combo that hits you for 1 million damage, this is the card you want.
But you can only play warrior, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Next we have Kargath Bladefish.
Okay, so this guy was a huge fuck. He was one of the strongest dungeon bosses ever.
Yeah.
Heroic Shatter Halls. So if this card doesn't fuck you, then it's terrible.
It certainly does. So 4/4. Death Rattle. That's 4/4 rush for 4 is pretty okay. And then Kargath Prime.
Wait, why does he gain armor though? That's not what
Kargath's
about. Kargath's about killing their whole board. Because that's literally he does like blades, not blade storm. He does what the hell is it? Like Juggernaut ultimate, like Omni Slash. Like,
he does Omni Slash, yep.
So what does this have to do with gaining armor? It's so weird. Like totally the wrong flavor.
Yeah. But he's very powerful.
Oh yeah, it's a really, really good card for that Control Warrior deck. I don't know if Control Warrior is going to be a thing because I know what the old cards are, but the support Control Warrior got is incredible. And it's not taunt based, so you can actually beat the Demon Hunter, maybe.
It's not top phase. Yeah, just heal. Just armor up, baby. Oh boy. We got the neutral. A weird 1/4. I guess you could use the other Warlock card to keep refreshing your mana.
Oh my god, you run this into a fucking 10/10, fucking refresh your whole mana? Oh, baby.
Take that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kargath is insane, but yeah, we already saw him. The Guardian Ong Merchant.
That's potentially
Yep.
strong.
The other, dealing a damage does have a big drawback because it doesn't work on your 1 health minions, obviously, but this was a Paladin class card. So,
right.
Yeah, it seems sweet.
The Rocket one seems way worse to me.
Yeah, that seems way worse. Yep.
Unplayable. Thero one seems unplayable.
Yep. The Rust-Sworn Initiate?
Nope, that is not what you want at all.
Nope. Dormant for 2 turns and rush, huh?
I don't think that's quite good enough, but that's actually close.
Yep.
That's very good on turn 2.
Mm-hmm. So bad otherwise.
Yeah.
Bone Chewer Brawler. A small taunt is fine. This is so much better than the one that costs 3, which is in the classic set.
This card's still bad though.
Overconfident Orc. This is sort of weird.
That's like pretty good.
You'll at least kill one thing. What was the card?
Demon Hunter beats it though, so
yeah.
never mind. I really think this Demon Hunter Rush deck is just gonna be it.
Yeah, I totally agree. This guy, compared to the, what was he? He was the Elemental, the 1/5 for 3.
Yeah, the Tar.
Yeah,
Tar Man.
He's in the same tier. They're both very good.
Tar Man's better, but
yes,
this is not bad. Tar Man was like really good.
Tar Man was super nasty. Terragard Escape Fee. This is sort of funny.
These cards are never good.
Nope. What? Freeze an enemy? All right.
That actually, dude, you could play that in a tempo deck, I think.
Oh, yeah. No. Freeze an enemy is quite strong.
That is no joke.
Mm-hmm. Normally, the freeze cards are overcosted, so this one slipped through the cracks.
But it has 4 power for 3, freeze an enemy. This could have 2 life, and I could see playing this. Like, this is... If you're all in aggro, I think you just play this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just bang, bang, bang. Freeze an enemy is important, too, because you can freeze face.
Yeah, if they're about to get their fucking dormant weapon thing, not anymore, loser.
Yeah. The Rusted Raider. Kill a guy and then you have a shitty taunt.
That is actually very reasonable.
Yep. That's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
This guy is really funny.
This is not going to be funny when this actually destroys you in arena, though.
Yes, I understand, but the idea is very funny to me. 9/1. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll give it that.
Yeah, funny. Scavenging Savara.
No.
Nope. Why is it a 6/3? Come on.
Yeah, it's just no.
Summon a 3/4 Dragon Rider.
Nope.
The Burrowing Scorpion. Remember Stormpike? The 5 mana, 4/2, deal 2 damage to a target. Stormpike something, sniper or whatever.
Yeah.
What if he was better in every single way?
This card, on its face, probably won't ever get played. But
Yeah.
if the meta has enough things that die to this, you would play.
Yeah, it's very close. In your rush deck or whatever, just giving your guys stealth. Uh, this guy could be reasonable. The Rust Sworn Cultist.
I don't think so, but I mean, it's nice to have white protection, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The Bone Chewer Vanguard.
Nah, the other one's better than this.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Supremus. Oh,
what?
I don't understand what this guy is supposed to do.
You're supposed to summon him for free with the recruited demon thing?
I guess, but then you can't hit your face? Like, I don't understand.
Maybe this is, if there's like random generation, this is like powerful to
hit. Yeah, randomly get him from Galakron because the Galakron Warlock card summons random demons, but like, whatever.
Yeah, you don't put this in your deck, I don't think.
Yeah, the Infectious Sporling. I was thinking about this. It might be very good in like zoo decks because you have to use a spell on it.
Yeah, no, this is a real card.
Yeah,
in a very, very tempo based deck.
Mm-hmm. Because you really do not want to hit your minions with it.
Actually, one thing though that you can't. Okay, no, this is just a Demon Hunter only card. Because, you just you can use your face to clear their Sporling, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you really don't want to let their Sporling attack your guy, because otherwise
that's true. Yeah, it's in there.
Maybe.
Hand buff? What?
I don't even know what this means.
Yeah, I don't know what a rot is.
Does it just say copies itself every turn? Is that what it's trying to say and has like all this crazy words?
Does
it literally just say copy this minion at the end of your turn? And if not, who was smoking so many blunts that they didn't realize they could say that?
Well, it has to summon a rot because if it was copy a minion, copy itself, then the other one would also copy itself, I guess. And they didn't want that. I don't understand why they didn't want that, but that's where we are.
Who cares? Let that be the case. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This card seems in the dumpster.
Oh no, it's horrible.
I don't know. I guess you just hope you get 10 mana things with Conjurer's Calling.
This is obviously trash.
Yeah. Moarg Artificial.
This card is fucking crazy.
Yes. It's nasty.
I mean, this is wild. You will spend a card and 2 mana to double the effect of your damage base board clear.
You have your Flame Strike. Would you like your Flame Strike to be 8? Make it cost 9?
Maybe that one less necessary, but like some of the more mid-rangey ones, like yeah.
What about with the Demon Hunter? Deal 2 now with this.
Yeah, right. 4 mana to wipe the board.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Replicatotron. Magnetize is gone. So
I don't get this card at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like I don't even get it a little bit.
Same here. Like is this supposed to be this is supposed to be in like the last sets or something?
Well, was this supposed to have like double the stats it has, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Goodbye. So if you were playing a Murloc deck,
it's okay though, because this card's completely unplayable.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand what same type means. Same minion type? Does Death Rattle count as a minion type?
No. Mech, dragon.
All right. On to the Terran Gorefiend.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like him.
I like it. Yeah, that's good.
Maiev Shadow Song. Insane.
Yeah, going right in the Demon Hunter deck.
Yeah, it's going in any rush deck. You're going to see this. You play your taunt, and she says no.
Goodbye.
Or even whatever you play. She's going to say no.
All right, do you have your glasses on for this next one?
Yeah. Yeah. Is this hold on. Is this Terrace Q the Shackled? Well, it's Meg Theridon.
Mac Therodon was a big fuck.
It didn't match the flavor because it was you had to kill the warders, keeping him in prison.
The thing is, like, I don't think this card's good. Like he's just a vanilla guy, so you just assassinate him or something.
Yeah, he doesn't have any protection, or he doesn't taunt. He doesn't do anything.
All right, Alar, also known as only in the Demon Hunter Rush deck.
Yeah. Ugh. It's a lot worse than Rekindling Phoenix, which is a magic card, which does a similar thing. Because Alar doesn't get haste, so it sleeps for another turn. So you only have to worry about it every second turn or whatever.
Right.
But otherwise, it's probably still playable.
If your deck dominates the board, you could play this.
Mm-hmm. If it does not, it's the saddest thing. Kael'thas, extremely good.
Super dumb combo crap. I understand that some people find combos fun, but you got to make combos that somehow have gameplay afterward. Otherwise, it's or that they're so slow that they're completely unreasonable. This card is neither of those.
Yeah, he just kills you.
Just like in everything he's in, so it's good flavor.
Yeah, at least they didn't do Kael'thas dirty, like they did Mecha Cthulhu.
Yeah, his opponent's dirty.
Yeah, and that's it. The last card.
Right, so yeah, this is the most power creep set ever.
Yeah, holy moly! The cards in this set are just insane. Even with all the garbage, even the garbage would be good in other sets. I think some of the garbage. It's just they're bad in comparison to Kane. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? All I gotta say is fuck Hearthstone. I think any sort of design props we gave to any of the cards that were oh, this is cool, this is fun, get thrown out the window because of Kane Sunfury. Printing it, letting it go, is just so unbelievably shitty.
All right, here's this is it. What do you think his mana cost is going to end up being? I predict 6.
Yeah, I was thinking 6, but they'll want to delete him from the 7.
I could see 7.
Yeah, 7. It's got to be. I think they just have to.
Then just how many weeks until the Super Druid card costs 10?
How many weeks? I'm gonna say it's gonna last for 3 months.
See, I was actually gonna go. I was gonna go 6 weeks.
So I'm saying 12. They're gonna have tournaments with it. They want to show off their new cards. And when the new set comes out,
it'd be more unfortunate if the card isn't good and has a 40% win rate and is just totally stupid when it does win, because then they won't nerf it because it doesn't even win. Yeah. And then it's just no fun when you queue against that deck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild time.
The problem with customizable games in general, and this isn't a Hearthstone issue, this is a customizable card game issue, is if you have decks that are very polarized, polarized matchups are the least balanced in any type of game, like a fighting game, for example. The most grapply close range guy versus the most distance zoning guy is always the worst match in the whole game. And everyone in between there is better gameplay and is more fun generally. I mean, there's always exceptions. But in customizable card games, everyone is only the most polarized in whatever direction they're in, so you only get like the bad gameplay.
Yeah. 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 Um. Yeah. I don't know what to say to that. Like, it's true. I think that's part of it. Part of it is the business model of releasing 135 cards every 3 months.
Yeah, it's a lot of cards.
That's a lot of cards, and the chances of some of these being in some broken combo deck just increase exponentially with however many cards exist in the previous one. So you like can't avoid it if you're releasing so many cards. And they have to release so many cards because they need pack filler that's the worst trash imaginable to suck money from you. And because they have that, they can't avoid all this dumb shit. Like maybe Kane is fair in a world where each deck has their own Kane or something, or their own style of awesome stuff, and you only get like 10 cards. They only print like 30 new cards or something.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think the reality of the situation is, and I mentioned this, I think last time I talked to Serlin actually, was I would be like pretty interested in Hearthstone if they had their 10 classes or whatever it is now, and just every expansion, every class got a new pre-constructed deck that you could play from, and that's that.
Yeah, like it was a new character of the class.
Yeah, yeah, just the new. Oh, here's the new Demon Hunter deck that you could play this season or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because then you could actually tune them to have good gameplay against each other.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And Magic could do the same thing. Just pick the Planeswalkers as characters, and then say, "All right, here's your new Chandra deck this season or whatever," and the games would immediately become way better.
Yeah, but I think
Instead, we get King of Fury. Anyway,
yeah. One thing is that Hearthstone would be exposed as being extremely stale, because then you realize that you like can't have good gameplay.
I think being able to directly attack minions is like pretty rough design wise.
Yeah, it hurts them a lot.
And then like automatically getting your mana all the time is also pretty rough design wise.
Mm.
Like, don't get me wrong, the outcome of random mana in Magic leads to
Yeah.
just disaster. But the
Yes.
fact that you get mana every turn, like rather than having to like allocate resources to it, like something like Codex, is
Mm.
like that system just makes way more sense, I think.
Yes. Uh, and yeah, to be clear, it's still Hearthstone is still better than Magic mana wise because Magic has the
Well,
worst possible system.
the worst
Anything,
possible.
anything is better than Hearth. You could have no mana or something. Doesn't Yu-Gi-Oh have like no mana
Yes,
or something? Fuck it. That's still better than Magic. But yeah, right now, I think Hearthstone is actually trending downwards in popularity, which makes sense. People get tired of this much garbage. But
I mean, the truth is, they can't decide whether. I've said this forever, and I still believe it. They can't decide whether they're a for fun game or like a serious game because they have all these silly random effects that are like actually powerful a lot of times.
mm-hmm.
Like that paladin card that gives you 5 cards or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
if that gives you good cards, you win. But on average, it doesn't do anywhere near enough, and you lose. Like, is that good gameplay for a competitive game? No, no, it is not. Doesn't mean randomness is bad in a competitive game, but like the range of how important the randomness is in Hearthstone is wildly high.
I think they have to, don't they have to have that range of randomness, or else it's way, because of how Hearthstone works. They're like, if they didn't have that level of randomness, you just have zero gameplay.
I mean, yeah, I mean the game is they simplified it too much, I
Mm-hmm.
think. Well, the way you get around that is making all the cards really complex.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah. I like that way.
But yeah, I mean,
Paragraphs on every
the
card.
bottom line is there is not enough complexity in Hearthstone to not have the crazy randomness. That's true.
Yeah. So
Here's the thing: we like simple. I love simple, but
mm,
Hearthstone really took it like very far.
yeah. All right. That concludes our 100% garbage review. I'm gonna go take my dog for a walk and try and shake off the horror of looking at Cade Sunfury. I don't
That'll
really
do.
play. I only play the single player modes because they're a lot of fun, and I don't have to deal with this garbage. So, good
I
luck
don't
to
play at
anyone.
all, but I'm almost tempted to try.
Yeah. Good luck anyone who actually has to play against a person with these cards. I feel really bad for you. All right. Have a good day.
Okay, good game.
Mm-hmm.